Welcome back to our course, Network Theory and Transmission Lines. So today we are going to discuss, we are going to solve an example problem on the H parameters. So this is the outcome of our presentation. By the end of this lecture, we are going to obtain the H parameters for a given TR pi type network. The problem here is asked to find the H parameters of the network shown in the figure. You can see from this figure, you can easily know that this is a pi type network. So for a pi type network, this is not that much easy to calculate the parameters because you need to know how to calculate the equivalent impedance from looking into the each of the ports. So coming to the H parameters, obviously when you ask to calculate the H parameters, you should know what are those. V1 and I2 are the dependent variables where you are going to obtain the equations. So here two ports, A dash is one port and B dash is the other port, and V1 and I1 are the input ports variables, that is the variables related to the A dash, and V2 and I2 are the variables linked with the B dash. So now we know that from the H parameters, as we have already derived the expressions, V1 and I2 are the equations for the governing equations for the H parameters. So here V1 is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2, and I2 is equal to H21 I1 and H22 V2. Here I1 and V2 are the independent variables and V1 and I2 are the dependent variables. So here our interest is to find H parameters. So here the coefficients of this independent variable, that is the H11, H12, H21 and H22. So these are the four coefficients which we need to find. So for finding this H11 and H21, finding this H21, H11 and H21. So when you are finding these two, obviously this should be equal to 0. So that means V2 is equal to 0. So that means in first case, you are going to short circuit the output port so that you can get the values for H11 as V1 by I1 and H21 as I2 by I1 at V2 is equal to 0. Similarly, to find the values for this H12 and H22, so here what you are going to do is you are going to make the I1 is equal to, that means the open circuit the input port, that is the A dash in our circuit. So when you make I1 is equal to 0, you can get H12 as V1 by V2 and H22 as I2 by V2. So now in the first case, so if port B dash is the short circuited, that means V2 is equal to 0. If V2 is equal to 0, so this is going to be our equivalent circuit. So where we are having A dash, B dash. So VT is equal to 0. So I have short circuited this port. B dash is short circuited. So if B dash is short circuited, so VT is equal to 0. So we are going to have the equations H11 is equal to V1 by I1 and H21 is equal to I2 by I1. So V1 by I1 is nothing but the short circuit input impedance, and the H21 is nothing but the I2 by I1 is nothing but the short circuit current gain. Short circuit current gain or short circuit transfer function, current transfer function. So where the units for the H11 is nothing but the ohms and H21 is the dimensionless parameter. So here for calculating this H11, first let us calculate the H11. So where it is nothing but V1 by I1. So what is this V1 by I1? V1 by I1 is nothing but Z equivalent, right? So here is the I1 here. So we know that V1 is equal to I1 into Z equivalent. So what is this Z equivalent? Z equivalent is nothing but the equivalent impedance looking from the port A dash. So if we look from the port A dash, what is going to be our equivalent impedance? So now, looking from the port A dash, looking from this side, what you are going to have is, we can see these two is going to be in series. As V2 is equal to 0 here, and these two is going to be in series. So that means here you are going to have 2 plus 1, which is nothing but 3. 2 plus 1, here it is 3. And this 3 is in parallel with, here 2 plus 4. What is this? 6. 3 is in parallel with 6. So we can write it like this. What we can write? 3 R1 and R2. So R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So that means R1 R2 is nothing but 6 into 3 is nothing but 18 divided by 6 plus 3 is nothing but 9. So which is equal to 2. So the Z equivalent is going to be equal to 2 ohms. Z equivalent is going to be equal to 2 ohms. So which is nothing but the Z equivalent is nothing but the equivalent impedance looking from the port A dash. And it is nothing but 2 ohms here. So if Z equivalent is equal to 2 ohms, so what is going to be H11, which is nothing but V1 by I1? So V1 by I1 we can write it as V1 by I1 we can write it as 2, which is equal to ohms, 2 ohms. So we have calculated the H11. We have calculated the H11. The next we need to calculate the H21. For calculating the H21 here, you should get the equation for in terms of I2 and I1. How to get this equation in terms of I2 and I1? So here this I2 is acting opposite to the I1 here in the network. So this I2 is acting opposite to the I1. So I2 is going to be negative here. So let us calculate the I2. How to calculate this I2? So when you are calculating this I2 here, at V2 is equal to 0, this I2 is going to be equal to I1 by 2. How this I2 is going to be equal to I1 by 2 here means, so look at here. So as we know that this is nothing but the I1 here. So this is nothing but I1. So this is nothing but I1 here. So if this is I1 and this is I2 over here, so if we apply the current division rule over here, if we apply the current division rule over here, as V2 is equal to 0, this is going to be the I2 over here, and this is I2 over here, and this is I2, and the current is going to divide here. The current is going to divide because here these two is going to be in series and these two is going to be series. So the current is going to divide between these two networks. So when you are applying the current division rule, what we can write as it is the minus I2 acting opposite, both I1 and I2 are acting opposite, minus I2 is equal to the source current. What is the source current here? I1, the source current I1 into the source current I1 into the opposite resistance. What is the opposite resistance here? What is the opposite resistance? So this is going to be your opposite resistance over here. So here it is going to get divided. So we can write 4 divided by 4 divided by 4 divided by 4 plus total resistance. 2 plus, because why it is 4? 2 plus 2 is nothing but 4 divided by, that is nothing but the opposite resistance, 4 divided by, and the total resistance 2 plus 2 plus 4, which is equal to 8. So which is nothing but which is equal to 1 by 2 into I1. So that is the reason why here I minus I2 is equal to I1 by 2 or 1 by 2 I1. So from this, so we need to calculate the I2 by I1. So from this easily you can get I2 by I1 as minus 1 by 2. H21 is equal to minus 1 by 2. So here we have obtained the other parameter, that is nothing but the short circuit parameter, which is nothing but the short circuit current ratio I2 by I1, which is equal to H21. So now let's go with the other case, that is we should open circuit the input port. Open circuit the input port. So when you are going to open circuit the input port, again let us take the same equation. So open circuit the input port means I1 is going to be equal to 0. So for I1 is going to be equal to 0 here. So because the port A dash is open, so I1 is equal to 0. So then we are going to have the equations. So H12 is equal to V1 by V2, which is nothing but the voltage ratio, reverse voltage ratio, or the reverse transfer function, voltage transfer function, reverse voltage gain, open circuit voltage gain. Because I1 is equal to 0, so open circuit reverse voltage gain or open circuit reverse transfer voltage transfer function. And H22 is going to be equal to I2 by V2. So I2 by V2 is nothing but the admittance, and I2 and V2 are both are related to the output. So it is nothing but the output admittance, and it is open circuit, input open circuit. So open circuit output admittance. So which are measured in terms of ohms, sorry, mho. Ohm inverse or mho, as it is the admittance or Siemens. So H12 is a dimensionless parameter here. So if I1 is equal to 0, this is going to be the equivalent circuit over here. So if I1 is equal to 0, this is going to be our equivalent circuit. So the same circuit as I1 is equal to 0, V1 and V2. So here V1 is there, V2 is there. So now, so let us calculate V1. So V1 by V2 means we should get V1 in terms of V2. So V1 in terms of V2 means first let us write the equation for V1. So here I1 is there, I1 is equal to 0. So here V2, I2 is there. So but here these are all the, this is not the series network, so we can't say this is the current as I2 over here also. So that's why I am mentioning here. So the current here is IY and the current here is IX. As the division of the current from I2, so I have made it like this is the current in this branch is nothing but IY and in this branch is nothing but IX. That's because both are, if you look from this port and I1 is equal to 0, if you look from this port V2 from this side, obviously these two is going to be in parallel. These two is going to be in parallel. This branch and this branch is going to be in parallel here. So then we can write V1 is equal to, so this is the V1. V1 is nothing but the voltage across this 2 ohm resistor. Voltage across this 2 ohm resistor. So 2 is the impedance. V1 is equal to 2 is the impedance over here. And the current in this is IY. The current in this is IY. V1 is equal to IY into 2. And I can write IY. Here, if I apply the current division rule over here, IY is equal to, if I want to, because here for finding the H12, we should get V1 in terms of V2, right? So let us write IY is equal to, IY is equal to, IY is equal to, IY is equal to, what is IY? The current division rule. So here only one current, so the source current is going to be I2 over here. Because I1 is equal to 0, obviously I2 is going to be the source. I2 into. So here, what you have to write is, so we are having, so the current division over here. So what is going to be the current division over here? So the current division over here is I2 into the opposite resistance. What is the opposite resistance? 4 divided by, so this is the opposite resistance here. 4 divided by the sum of the resistances. 4 plus So here, when you are considering this 2 with respect to 2, this is also going to come in this with respect to this 2. So because it is the same branch, so 4 plus 2 plus 2 is going to become 4 plus 2 plus 2 is going to become 4, which is equal to I2 into 4 by 8, which is nothing but I2 by 2. So Iy is going to be equal to Iy by 2, I2 by 2. And we can also write the other expression, that is for expression for V2. So what is V2? V2 is nothing but the V2 is nothing but the voltage. So V2 here is nothing but the voltage across this 4 ohm resistor. So V2 is equal to 4 into Ix. V2 is equal to 4 into Ix, and whereas this Ix is going to be equal to again the same I2 by 2. Ix is going to be equal to I2 by 2, because here if you want to write with respect to this, Ix is equal to 2 plus 2, again the same. If we apply the current division rule over here, so Ix is equal to I2 into 2 plus 2 divided by 4 plus 2 plus 2, which is going to be 8. So you are going to have I2 by 2. So from this, so now from these four equations, that is V1 is equal to 2Iy, and Iy is equal to I2 by 2, and V2 is equal to Ix by 4, and Ix is equal to I2 by 2. We can easily get this H12 is equal to V1 by V2. So how we can get this? So V1, so first V1 by V2 we require. So V1 by V2, how we can get V1 by V2? So here is the V1 in terms of Iy is there, but V2 is there in terms of Ix. But we know the value of Iy in terms of I2 and Ix also in terms of I2. So we can write, we can get V1 is equal to what is Iy? I2 by 2. So I2 by 2 into Iy is equal to Iy. So Iy is nothing but I2 by 2 into 2. So this and is going to be cancelled. We are going to have V1 is equal to I2. So V1 is equal to I2. And similarly, we are going to have, so V2 is equal to Ix 4 into Ix. So what is Ix? 4 into Ix is I2 by 2. Ix is I2 by 2. So if Ix is I2 by 2 here, so I can write easily, it is nothing but, so 2 2's here. So V2 is equal to 2 into I2. V2 is equal to 2 into I2. So we have V1 in terms of I2 and V2 in terms of I2. So we can get V1 by V2. So V1 by V2 is equal to, so V1 by V2 is equal to, what is V1 by V2? So V1 is nothing but I2 divided by, what is V2? V2 is nothing but 2I2. So as is V1 by V2, as it is a dimensionless parameter, which is equal to 1 by 2, because both I2 and I2 is going to get cancelled over here, and we are going to have 1 by 2, which is nothing but the H12 parameter. H12 parameter. Similarly, we can get H22. H22 is nothing but V2 I2 by V2. So using these two equations, we can get I2 by V2. So how to get this? V2 by I2, I2 by V2. So here we are having the equation V2 is equal to 2I2. V2 is equal to 2I2. So V2 is equal to 2I2. V2 is equal to 2 into I2. So we require I2 by V2. So I2 by V2 is going to be equal to I2 by V2 is going to be equal to again 1 by 2, but here it is not a dimensionless parameter. I by V is nothing but a admittance, so we can write it as a mho or Siemens. You can write it like a mho or Siemens. So this is how you are going to obtain the H12 and H22. This is how you are going to obtain the H12 and H22 from these four equations. How we have solved. So H1 is 1 by 2 and H22 is also 1 by 2, but here it is a H22 is a dimension, H12 is a dimensionless and it is a admittance. So mho inverse, ohm inverse or Siemens or mho. Right. So this is the references. I have taken this problem from the textbook Sudhakar Shyam Mohan Espalli, Circuits and Networks, Analysis and Synthesis, McGraw-Hill publication. Thank you everyone.